Whoops.
Probably just lost everybody.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we definitely just lost. We're at to
shoot.
People are probably wondering what the heck is going on.
Whoops.
Oh, this one's like still going.
Is it still going? Oh, it is.
I'll be online.
What on earth is going on? Sorry, guys, if you're in here. I clicked something and everything just broke. So,
oh my gosh, there we go.
Yeah, no, that was my fault, guys.
Okay.
I don't know what I did there. I need to end this other one though.
How do we do that?
I have no idea. I'm just noobing it up right now. I'm just failing miserably. There's 2 streams going on. Awesome. I need to manage that. Shoot.
Can you go to the other one and hit end?
Somebody call IT. Gosh darn it. I feel pretty embarrassed right now. I just don't want to click out of this one and then screw this thing all up. I'll try to get this one and the other one here and figure that out. All right. So we're going to be starting all over here.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Jesus Christ. I'm just going to try to end. I clicked on something and screwed something up, that one kid. I'm just trying to end this other one so it's not confusing to people because I linked that one to. Oh, I'm such a failure.
Oh, God.
Oh, goodness gracious. Bear with me, guys. Really apologize about this. We'll get started here again soon. Why isn't there just an option for me to end this?
I don't know.
Do that. Boom. Live viewers. Okay, let's delete that one. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, deleting that one. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Making sure I don't delete the one that we're actually on right now and screw everything up again.
Right. No, we got 13 people on this one.
Yeah. Okay. So while that's doing that, I'll jump back over to here with you guys. All right, where are we at?
Okay.
Apologize about that again, guys. Whoops, I just joined. What's happening? Okay, thanks. It's cool. No worries. All right. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I accidentally clicked something when I moved my mouse, and that's what happened. So yes, Colorado Fishing and Foraging, that is what Team COF stands for. And if we don't do more foraging, we might just have to change that to Colorado Fishing Fanatics or something like that. So either way, I'm fine with it. I'm going to leave and rejoin in 15. Okay, thanks, that one kid. So I don't know where we were and what questions I was answering before, or I know we probably left off on asking Aaron what kind of flies we should tie for ice fishing. What do you recommend? So we'll just go with that. And if you had a question before that I didn't answer, just re-type that in because, yeah, I'm not sure if I got to him or not. Probably didn't get to him. Oh, goodness gracious. So that other one should be off. Yep, it is. Okay, perfect.
Right, we're good.
We're good to go. Well, all the people that click on it through the social media, though, is going to take them to nothing. I'm going to take a shower. Okay, you do that, buddy.
Have fun.
I've caught a trout every week since August. That's awesome, man.
That's super awesome.
Oh, I haven't, like the last couple of weeks, guys, to be honest with you, I've been really just not motivated to fish just because I've been wanting to ice fish so bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm up at the still waters, kind of like,
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. So I'm really hoping that this weekend going to be on some hard water. But here, as soon as I get caught up on all this stuff, we'll get into some stuff that we're going to be getting into tonight, some topics. I'm still banned from streaming because someone decided it would be a good idea to report my last one for inappropriate content for no reason. No. That's really sad, Curtis. I'm really sorry about that. Hopefully you can just talk to YouTube and they can figure some stuff out because that shouldn't just get banned like that. You're definitely not doing anything inappropriate.
Right.
What lakes do you guys like for ice? Honestly, we don't really have any favorites. We love the Mesa and those lakes. We love the flat top lakes that we fished. Actually, our local reservoirs, Harvey Gap and Rifle Gap, that's one like my favorite times to fish them is hard water. I'm not a big fan of fishing them open water. We're really excited for Harvey Gap specifically because it's just riddled with yellow perch.
Yeah.
There's a couple of decent catchable ones you can get in there, but even the small ones you can make a good fish stock, and we're going to redo that episode this winter and probably actually do the soup with it this time. So I don't really have any specifics, Chris. Really sorry about that. But then we're actually hoping to doing some branching out this winter. Next week, probably hitting Antero and talk with some people down in the Front Range and hoping to maybe be hitting 11 Mile with them. I know the fishing junkies in here. I'm really hoping to be out with him on the hard water at least once or twice this year. A lot more Front Range stuff this year. So it's going to be a lot more experimenting this year. I know I just went off on a complete tangent, but yeah, that's kind of my long, crazy answer to that. Fishing Magician 2.0. Yo, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping into the stream. Guys, if you haven't checked him out, definitely check him out. He's California and then went to DC and does fishing out there now. And I haven't caught up on a lot of your videos. Guys, a lot of you guys, if you guys have channels that are in here, if you guys have videos over the last 2 weeks or so, I have just been absurdly busy. It's just stopped. So I'm hoping to really get caught up on videos within the next week or so. And it might be in the next 2 weeks or so because next week I'm just planning on doing like nothing but fishing.
Right.
So Cole Holloway, you guys made me drop $100 on HDs and Pete's Customs. I blame y'all for that one. Hey, we're lure junkies ourselves.
Yes,
so I
we
mean,
spend so much
hopefully at least use the discount code for the Pete's Customs to save you some money. And hopefully you're catching some fish with them.
Right.
I'm about to release the winner of my giveaway. Go enter it if anyone wants to. Awesome, Hayden. Yeah, you definitely got some good stuff in that too. Oh yeah, for grayling, I do well with heavy weighted pink scuds. For trout, chronomids, and Prince Nems, I'm going to try balanced leeches this year. Awesome. We don't really have any good grayling, well, any grayling ice fishing that I know of in my area. Those lakes that we're fishing for open water for them this year, guys, those are not very accessible for ice fishing. You'd have to have a snowmobile and do a pretty serious day trip to get to those because the western side of Grand Mesa from my end to get up to it, that pathway up, it's completely shut down in the winter. They don't maintain that road. And it's several stops, more than several. It's about several, like 4 or 5 miles to get up from that road, from that gate.
Yeah.
So with that not being maintained, it's just like a slope, like a 45-degree down. It's probably some serious avalanche risk too if you go up that way. So you'd have to go up the main way, and then you'd have to drive all the way around this mountain range, this mountain called Craig Crest, and it would be a serious day trip. So maybe one of these times, Darren, one of these years, we can get out and do some ice fishing or some grayling together. Texas Reel and Fishing, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping into the stream. Appreciate you being here. I see some of those like buttons hitting. Appreciate you guys hitting that like button. If you haven't hit that like button, guys, really helps out. All that same old jazz you guys hear from all of us YouTubers. I tie a lot of flashy jigs with buck hair, pine squirrel, flashaboo. Okay, cool. We'll have to tie some flagrant stuff. Yeah, we have a whole lot of fly tying materials.
Lots of materials.
Should I email YouTube to ask them about how? Yes, you definitely should.
Definitely.
You're over 1,000 subs too now, so you can get phone support too. So I would give them a call, Curtis, and they'll clear that up right away because you definitely should be getting banned from live stream just because some trolls reporting your content.
Yeah.
I tie marabou jigs and also a deer hair jig. Awesome.
Okay.
We'll have to try that out. We hit 11 Mile and Intero. Awesome, Chris. Well, when we come down there, maybe we can. When I go down that area, I plan on not just being there for like one day.
Right.
I plan on at least spending a weekend there. So one of those times I'm going to be out with Paul Sawyer and whatever his crew brings. But the next day, maybe me and you should link up, and maybe a couple other people that are down there, or whatever. I mean, I'm definitely down to fish with you guys. Super pumped to fish with you guys, and I'm really thinking. God forbid this COVID stuff keeps increasing, but if that stops or at least cools down a little bit, I really want to get into ice fishing with you guys and pick up the fishing with subscribers thing a little bit earlier, or maybe right as 2021 starts, something like that. You should try Blue Mesa. Never been there, but I hear crazy stories of big fish there. I do too. And it's definitely on our list. We actually plan on, if not this year, 100% next year, doing a camp out on the ice there.
Yes.
We just need to buy a new ice fishing a big enough tent for all of us.
And some cots.
Yeah, and some cots. And I've just been spending money on a whole bunch of other stuff and still need to buy an ice fishing bib and stuff this year.
Right.
So, and we're going to be getting into some of that stuff that's behind me on the table here in about a few more minutes. So I have a badass spot with brookies and lake trout. We'd have to hike in, but it'd be a prime spot. Hey, I'm down for it, man. I got snowshoes. We all got snowshoes. And 100% definitely want to fish with you, me more than any of them. So we'll get down with you, buddy. Doesn't matter. Try not to kill us, you know, try not to take us on like a 20-mile excursion, but we're definitely down to do some fishing, do some hiking too. Have you tried tying streamers, Sam?
No, I actually haven't.
She has not tried tying one yet. Streamers is something that I only tried like briefly, and I definitely wasn't doing it right. I'm really hoping next year or maybe this year on the river during winter, I can get into that. But streamers is kind of the next thing, and more nymphing is kind of the next thing to kind of accomplish and get better at, seeing as it's winter. Pete's Customs is having a sale right now. Yep, his Thanksgiving sale, guys. Definitely go check that out. Now, I'm sponsored by him, so I'm always going to push his product, but I'm sponsored by him and I use his stuff because it works, guys. If you guys have been watching the channel, I know you guys know that it works. Just check his stuff out and just try it. And if you guys need any tips more than the video show, then message me and I'll definitely get into it with you. I can nerd out on that stuff all day. Thanks for the shout out, man. The dream is to get Colorado one day. We are in two totally different fishing worlds, so it's cool to see you guys killing the cold water species. Yes, we definitely are. Yeah. It's kind of cool though. I mean, I'm envious of those giant catfish that you catch. Right. I mean, one of these times I'll have to come out maybe that way if I'm ever on the East Coast, and you'll have to get me into some giant cats. But if you're ever out here in Colorado, and you're in my area in Western Colorado, we'll definitely have to take you fishing. We'll have to do a collab or something, man. Is there any ice on the Mesa? There is definitely ice on the Mesa. And as soon as I get done knocking the stuff out from Joshua Azel's comments, we're going to get into all that here in a second. Yeah, there's a bit, possibly an inch. I'm going multi-species fishing tomorrow after school. Awesome, Curtis. Yeah, Joe Wright for ice grayling got hit early, though. It gets like 3 feet thick. Oh, geez. Wow. Okay, well, we might get to that this year, but maybe next year we'll have to coordinate something, Aaron. Yeah. I've got to go maybe back, Lil. Okay, cool, Curtis. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have a good night if you don't get to stop back by. Next year we got to go up to Spinney. Oh, yeah, if not next year, this year. I'm going to be doing a trip, at least one trip down to 11 Mile to fish with Paul Sawyer. Yeah. Paul Sawyer, yeah. And then the next day, probably do some fishing with some other people that are in that area. It's 5 miles both ways plus an incline, but it's worth it. I have a video on my other channel from last year's when we iced it. Okay, man, yeah. We'll have to get it going. Yeah. The micro minnows are great ice fishing. Did we even use those last year?
Wait, the micro minnows?
Yeah.
Maybe one?
Yeah, barely. I'll have to try those more ice fishing now. There's so much stuff I got to try ice fishing. If you can go there, you will catch a big fish with a J-spec. Yeah, I see a lot of people doing good with the J-spec more on the front range than up here. There is a couple people crushing with the J-spec up here, but it seems like the front range, the J-spec seems to be doing better down there. Hi, NK Fishing Outdoors. Hey, man. Thanks for stopping in. At Spinny, oh, man, if you guys ever hit me up, I got you guys. I do the same if y'all ever near. Most definitely, man.
Thank you.
Fishing Junkie saw a video. Have you tried big lipless cranks through the ice? No, but probably going to try that this year, especially at this one spot that I know with warm water species. Huh. But so let's get into a few things, guys. First thing I want to get into is what we're going to be doing next week. We're getting a lot of questions about Grand Mesa ice, getting a lot of questions about ice in general and what our plans are. As you guys saw their last video upload, we were at a half frozen lake, and that was this last Sunday. That was usually that lake that we were at is usually the last lake that freezes up there on Grand Mesa. And a lot of the other lakes had ice already completely covering them. So tomorrow after work, I'm going up there with Coach Tanner, bringing my chisel and all my ice safety stuff. I might make an ice safety video. We'll see. But I'm really going up there 9K all the way up to about 10.6K again, and really going to be testing out a bunch of lakes. Just going to be testing ice thickness because I really want to be doing some ice fishing Saturday. Otherwise, I'll probably be doing a river fishing episode for Tuesday and saving that ice fishing video for Thursday because we'll have to do some traveling. But Grand Mesa ice right now, I'll have a better answer for that on Friday. I'll try to post something on my social media group on Facebook on Saturday or Friday about that. If it is Friday, it's going to be probably Friday night, tomorrow night. So next week, we are planning on hitting Antero. If not Monday, probably Wednesday. So going to be hitting some ice. Probably the same. I'm assuming Fishing Junkie, you guys were in that South Boat Ramp area. If you were, we're probably going to be fishing as well. If you don't want to tell me, maybe just on this public thing, maybe just message me. But either way, hopefully going to be hitting some ice around there. It seems like it's been pretty cold. I've been watching the weather, and I'm hoping maybe to scout out and see what some of the other lakes around that county look like as well. So that's the plans for next week. Next week I have off. Tomorrow is my last day of work until the 1st of December. So I plan on doing a lot of fishing and hopefully a lot of ice fishing. So that's kind of the first thing that we're kind of going to be getting into, that we wanted to get into, is what our plans were over the next week.
Yeah.
Really want to dive into a lot of ice fishing because we've just been itching for that since like early summer. So let me just get caught up on a couple of questions, and I'll show you guys some of the stuff I've been splurging on and some of the stuff I've been excited about. It's sitting on the back thing back there, and I'll show you guys that. I have some of the same areas as I do from rifle. Thank you for showing me the dynamic lures. I'm up here in Montana, and they are working great. They're my favorite lures now. Kool-Aid Outdoors, awesome,
Nice.
man. That's great. Yeah, when we ran into them a few years ago, that quickly became our favorites too.
Definitely.
And anybody I show them to, they quickly catch a PB on it. So
Yeah.
it's usually one of their favorites as well. I think AJ is going this weekend. I fish. Cool. Guggen, man. Hey, guys. What's going on? Thanks for stopping into the stream, man. Appreciate it. RC and mountain biking, fish. Have you been to Upper Palmer Lake? Not on the ice. I've only been there on the ice, wondering if it's any good when it's not iced over. I've never been there, but that is on our list. Probably somebody in the chat here can answer that. There's a lot of Front Range guys in here. Yeah, South Boat Ramp. Awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Again, I keep wanting to call you Bass Boys. I have to like hesitate every time. So if I call you Bass Boys a couple times, that's why. Okay, so it's like we're pretty much caught up. Everyone's talking with each other. So let's get into some of the stuff that I just splurged on. I've been buying a whole lot of stuff recently. First, we'll start with the most boring thing first, but one of the most important things, guys, got to have a good spud bar. So just buy a good spud bar. That's that. Don't really need to get into that too much. That's not very exciting. Let's get into some more of the exciting stuff. First off, got this. My uncle, if you guys don't know, I'm originally from Minnesota, and all my family still lives up there. My uncle showed me this really cool soft bait company. And Pete's a soft sponsor guy, so I can use other soft baits. I'm not 100% only have to use his stuff. But first off, we got these perch eyes, okay? Soft plastic perch eyes from Roadside Minnows, okay? Shit. Oh, my God. It's so bad.
Maybe you should take it out.
Is that one of my open packages? I haven't opened any of these yet, and I don't want to open them yet. But guys, go to roadsideminnows.com, since I'm sure most of you guys are on a computer. Go to roadsideminnows.com and go to their catalog, and then just go to their the original perch eyes, guys. These things are so sweet, and my uncle said that these are just a game changer when you're going for panfish. So really pumped to show you guys that. And my spud bar, I would be excited about that. I use a giant pry bar. Yeah, we were using using a lot of makeshift stuff last year. We would even use like big sticks that we'd find heading in. So it's good to actually have a real spud bar.
Right.
I use a pickaxe I have earlier this year.
Nice.
Oh, geez. But yeah, guys, we're going to be doing some videos with these Roadside Minnow perch eyes. I bet they're going to work well for trout, but we're definitely going to be getting after some warm water, some panfish, some perch with some of that stuff. Also got the little guppy things here. I can actually take these ones out because I used them at the last ice fishing video of the year last year. But also got some of these guppies that they have. Okay. Let me see if I can just take one out. I need to get a better webcam so it can like focus in properly. I only got to use these for late ice.
Nope. It's still not really focusing.
Oh, God, they're so terrible. Gosh.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could show you more of a detailed thing of these really small soft baits. But if you guys go to roadsideminnows.com and check some of their stuff out, my uncle swears by this stuff, and a lot of people. I'm on a forum that's from Minnesota primarily, and a lot of people swear by this stuff. So want to show you guys that. Pretty pumped on that. Yeah, that's cool. All right, next thing on the list, I can actually probably show you guys this type of stuff. One thing that I couldn't find in my area and still can't find in my area, and I had to special order it, was the proper lead, especially for tube jigs, primarily for going for big brown trout and lake trout. And the problem with regular tube jigs and ball head jig type stuff, guys, is, I think I actually have one nearby here, right here, is of course where you tie on your fishing line right here. It's way too close to the top. So you got more of a horizontal Ned rig type thing going where it'll be straight up and down. All right. Got a whole bunch of different sizes of lead. All right. And it's that horizontal set. So what I'm basically talking about here, see what I mean? We got it in the middle instead of more up here. So when you drop this down in the water, guys, that's going to be sitting horizontal. That's great for tubes and other types of applications like that. So really pumped to have that type of stuff. Really good weapon to have for ice fishing this year, and just probably fishing in general if I want to do some vertical jigging on the pontoon next open water season. But I got all kinds of different weights for that: 1/4 ounce, 3/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 3/8 ounce. And guys, that's from Gets It Incorporated. It's Gets It Lead if you Google that. So if you guys are in the search for good lake trout lead and stuff, I was reading a lot of articles and researched this a lot. And this is one of the few places I can really find online that sells the right lead. I don't know if you guys in the Front Range have that problem, but definitely over here in rural Western Colorado, I do. So also got some of their tube jigs too. Got the Pearl White, of course, for the lakes. Got some of that. It's called changeable craw. Okay, got some of that. These are 4 1/4 inch. And then I got these chartreuse sparkle ones because when we went last year, Sam was using the Berkeley smaller type versions of those, and those are crushing it. Those are doing like second best that day. So figured try to get that same color. Boom. Let me get caught up on some questions here before we get into more showing off of my splurging. What is your favorite thing to use for trout through the ice? Mainly brook and rainbow trout, if you don't mind sharing. RC and mountain biking fishing, definitely don't mind sharing. It really depends. I like using a whole bunch of different stuff, but primarily I like using the HD. I'll just go with a top 3. Okay. The dynamic ice, the HD ice stuff from Dynamic Lures. That's a really good one to use. What's it called? Live bait. If you can use it in the lake that you're fishing, with Tungsten Jigs. I use Titan Tungsten Jigs. That's one of my sponsors. And there were times last year when all of us went out and the Titan Tungsten Jigs with some live bait or shrimp or whatever we were using was the only thing that caught anything. So that's number 2. And then number 3 were actually those roadside minnows. I only got to use them once and they were on fire. So you can't go wrong with those. Swedish Pimple's probably tied for 3rd too. Swedish Pimple's just a great, like, all around fish catcher for ice fishing, and it's like $2 at Walmart.
Yeah, super easy to get, super affordable.
Yeah, and all that stuff that I just named is really affordable. The HDI stuff is probably the most expensive out of that. That's like $5 or $6 a lure, but otherwise, all that other stuff's really cheap. So if all those 4 that I named, if you have that in your arsenal, then you'll be catching some fish. Definitely bet you'll be catching some fish. Spit on the lead before putting in the tube. Pro tip. Okay, good to know. Thanks, Steven.
Okay.
That one kid, I'm back. Cool. DJ checked out that lake. Awesome. The lake where I got the 20. Do you need to pack lead for carp or no? If you do you need to pack lead for carp or no? If so, do you know if Bass Pro usually has some? I have no idea, and I don't have a Bass Pro in my area. But yeah, so there's that. Knock the rest of this. Put this lead back. Show you the rest of what I got going here. Oh, really quick show. Got some new blades for the auger for the 8-inch pistol bit that I use. Needed that. Tackle box for my jigs. Need that. And then last, no, actually not last, but I got these K-Rip stuff. It's from Kender Outdoors, guys. So this is the K-Rip. It's really small. A lot of this stuff is always sold out. And this is another company that my uncle told me about from up north. And this is another one on the forum that I'm up on that. This is another one on that Minnesota forum I'm on. And everybody's just like, you're crazy not to use this. I guess this is like one of the biggest lures to use up in Minnesota and up north for walleye and bass and pike. I can't believe a pike would go with this, but I guess I could see it. But either way, it's called the K-Rip. It's from Kender's Outdoors, guys. Again, I'm really sorry that I have a terrible picture, but here's my finger compared to it, and that's a 1/16 ounce. They go 132, 1/16, and 1/64 ounce. And this is the K-Rip, and this is the, I believe, the bass pattern. Or no, the bluegill pattern. But really small, really realistic, and again, a lot of people are swearing by this. So I wanted to get this in the K-Rip pattern too, but they have this new T-Rip as well. It's tungsten. This is a 1/16 ounce, really, really tiny. This is the Wonder Bread pattern.
I'm excited about that pattern.
Yeah. Here's my pinky. All right. This is really, really tiny. And this has a changeable single hook on it, really small as well. I'll probably be trying that out. These glow as well. This Wonder Bread pattern from this company, though, is sold out like all the time. I was barely able to get these. So really pumped to try these out. These look really, really, really sweet.
Yeah, different.
And you guys know me when it comes to patterns. I love Fire Tiger. So I had to get the T-Rip Fire Tiger pattern as well. So I'll have better showings of this when I'm using this on my ice fishing videos, guys, because this camera that I have is terrible. And I do plan on getting a better webcam too for this so I can show you guys this better. But if you guys go to kendersoutdoors.com and go to the T-Rip or the K-Rip, you'll see what I'm talking about. Some sweet stuff, guys. I haven't used it yet, of course, but again, a lot of people are swearing by it. So pretty excited. It looks really great. And last but not least, had to get myself a jaw jacker. Tired of missing bites on that second pull. Right. So had to get one of these. Thought about getting the jigging one, but I still got to get a bib outfit and all this other stuff for ice fishing. New boots, new gloves. So yeah. I'm just spending all my money on fishing. Easy to do, though. Easy to do. I want to try the Rip and Wraps. Are similar to the K-Rip. Have any of you guys used any of those things that I just showed and have any good luck with them, or have even tried them? Just wondering with that really quick. Close this stuff down. I'm really, really excited of all that stuff I showed you. I'm really, really excited to do some pan fishing with those perch eyes. And I'm betting the trout are going to go after them too pretty heavy. Probably going to be throwing that on a 132 ounce tungsten jig. Maybe a 1/16 ounce. We'll see. But I'm betting those are going to crush it. The jaw jacker is always fun. Yeah, I'm hoping so. We miss a lot of bites on that second pull. So, you know, those trout, sometimes they bite and spit it. So
I lost a pull once.
Keith Rourke, the perch eyes slay. Yeah, I've never actually fished with live perch eyes before, and I hear that's just like the game changer. I guess that's why these were made. But that's what everybody says, that these things are just killer. So they even have on the advertisement on the site a pike caught on it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I use a regular bass lipless through the ice for wipers. I don't have any wipers in my area, any wiper fishing at all. When we start branching out next year, I really hope that we can get down to the Front Range area or southern area to get into some wipers with somebody. So somebody's going to have to take us. I haven't caught a catfish before, but I want to. I've gone for them a couple times. Only once had bites, but didn't manage to catch any. If you're going for catfish, bottom fish with a Carolina rig and use worms. You can't go wrong with that. Mm-hmm. I'm excited next summer to get into that secret canyon camping again and eat channel catfish all weekend and catch bass out of the river. Hopefully get a giant pike minnow too.
What was that rig that we used during the tournament to get the
hair rigs?
Yeah,
hair rig's a good one too. Put some worm on that and then throw on some corn.
Yep, some corn.
Yeah.
We were getting lots of bullheads.
Castmasters with some liver or fish meat is the best out there. That's a cool idea too. I've never actually tried that. Nice. Haven't had luck for wipers with big lures through the ice, only finesse. Pop an eye out of perch after you catch your first one. I'll definitely do that. One thing I definitely plan on doing too is catching some perch and putting a hook through them and catching some giant pike in my area. Yeah. That should be a pretty cool like food chain type episode. Maybe do like wax worm into perch into big pike.
Right.
We'll see though. I've never iced a wiper. I mean, I bet that would be really fun. I haven't caught a a white bass period since I lived in Minnesota. It's been so long.
I
so
never have.
I tried Slim Jims, and that was the only time I've had bites, but never tried worms. Oh, nice.
Nice. We should that's an episode too that we can think of doing.
Yeah, that's a good one. And we also had an episode idea too for using hair ties and like cutting them and making them look like trout worms. But at the same time, I'm kind of hesitant to because I feel like if I lose it, I'm just like littering really bad in the water I'm fishing in. So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts about that idea and those types of concerns? I would feel that like when you're putting a hook through a hair tie, you probably wouldn't lose it very much, but I don't know.
It's rubber.
Right, but if you lose it and it's in the water, it's like not
Yeah.
going to degrade.
No.
Nice, congrats on that bucket list fish. They feel drag forever. It just screams. I bet that'd be a really sweet catch. I would love to get into some wiper on the ice. Hopefully this winter we get some really good ice out there. I know you guys had a tough winter out there on the Front Range last year and didn't get a lot of good ice, but hopefully that this winter is a little bit different. But I don't know. The way 2020 is going, everything might be terrible. Who knows?
Yeah, a lot of our reservoirs are really low.
Yep. So all the ice fishing we're going to be doing, guys, I guarantee it's going to be high elevation. The lower elevation stuff in my area, I don't know about you guys on the Front Range, but over here it was like a 65-degree day.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to be doing any mid-elevation or lower elevation ice fishing for quite some time, unfortunately. Maybe not till like mid-December, if that, but we'll see. I would like to be getting to some perch earlier than that.
Yeah, we'll see how the weather plays out and how December and the kind of plays out.
I don't know if they'll be any good. Everything was drained this summer. Oh, yeah, that's true. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get on some lakes that are really low this year for some early ice because I'm hoping that some of the lakes that we fish for some of the big fish I got really low. I'm hoping that they don't get winter killed.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that a lot of lakes don't get winter killed. I feel like that's probably a big threat for a lot of stuff around the state.
A lot of people. Mm-hmm.
Hayden just got back. Sorry, just got done going through my ice gear. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, after the live stream's over, I got to put those blades on that pistol bit when I go ice fishing tomorrow. Or not ice fishing, but scouting ice. I'm not actually going to be doing any fishing. I will catch you guys later if you're still on. Got some things to do. Yeah, we plan on it. If people are here if people are here for a while, we're definitely planning on going for the full 2 hours. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, just an hour and a half. But yeah, take it easy, Aaron. Thanks for stopping in.
Bye.
Oh, hey, Food Fight Showdown. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Hey.
Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here, most definitely. Again, I always comment on your channel about whenever we do a catch and cook. I wish you lived nearby so you could do a review on it.
Right.
Do you have an ice hut yet? Yeah, we have a small 2-person ice hut, but it's, again, only 2 people on it, and my dad got it for me. I don't think he obviously had the presence of mind to get it for the whole group. Right. So we have the ice hut, but we're planning on getting a bigger one. I don't know if we're going to get it this year, but when we do get a bigger one, we're going to get like a really big one. We can put cots and stuff in that for 3 people comfortably because we want to do a lot of camping on the ice next year, if not this year. Are you guys going to fish at Avery Lake, kind of near? Yeah, I know where it's at. I always... Yeah, so there's 2 Lake Averys, and I always think you're talking about the other one that's like the hotel one. So that's why I was kind of like, no, I've never fished there. But yeah, we plan on ice fishing there for sure, and next spring hitting that spillway. The 2 times that we've been there for fresh ice off and when we slept, both times we slept in, and when we got there mid-ice season last year, the bite was phenomenal.
Great.
So we definitely plan on trying that again, see if we can do a 3rd time's the charm, sleep in and get up there and have an insane bite again.
Yeah.
I think last year we were there for like 2 or 3 hours and we caught over 40 fish. It was insane. It was just like you drop down fish, drop down fish. And all the fish were like a cookie cutter size of about 15, 16 inches, I believe, if I remember correctly. So they were all pretty fun catches.
Yeah, no dinks really.
Yeah, not too many dinks. I would love to. I love when you do catch and cook. We love those too. That's some of our favorite episodes to do because it's just a nice reward at the end to eat a bunch of food. So yeah, Food Fight Showdown. I know you weren't here earlier when we talked about this, but we plan on doing a lot more catch and cooks this year. A lot of cooking on the ice, catching the fish, having the pan and stuff out there and just cooking it up right away.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty fun.
Yes. I'm excited about that.
Check out Eskimo. Definitely will. Again, I doubt we're going to get the big hut this year, especially with all the other stuff I need to buy still. but next year that's going to be on the list. And we have the YouTube money to buy it, but we're saving all this YouTube money, guys, for trips to get out all around Colorado.
Right.
We don't want to make our YouTube channel just over here in Western Colorado. We want to do the entire state. Again, our channel goal is to hit all the lakes and rivers, and we definitely are going to try to get some work done on that next year, barring the COVID stuff.
Right.
But I don't even want to talk about COVID anymore. It kills me. Yes. Joshua Zell says, I don't know what you're saying yes to. Sorry, Josh. I have a 3-person hut from them that's insulated. It could fit 2 cots if that helps for reference. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then we'll have to get like a 5-person one. Me, Remy, and Sam, and enough for some holes and some stuff and just to be able to walk around and be comfortable. And we'd probably only be using that for those types of big trips and probably keep the 2-person one for smaller stuff. But that's a good reference. Is it pretty warm in those, Steven? Curtis, I'm back. Thanks for stopping back, buddy.
Hey.
Really appreciate you staying up late with us.
Yes.
Steven, insulated. Yep, I got you. I'm definitely going back to that spillway. White River right across from that lake is so great. It had a 16-18-inch follower. Yeah, I want to fish that too. I'm going to bring my fly gear next spring when that happens. I want to get up there. That's one of the spots I want to get to, like right as the sun is rising, because every time I've driven past there, it always seems like it's super, super busy. So
yeah.
Sawyer Ostermiller, what's up? Hey man, thanks for stopping in. What's your favorite bait for bass? Ned Rig, 110% the Ned Rig for me at least. We got some videos of that doing that, and I just caught my PB 5-pounder, near 5-pounder on the Ned Rig with a 1/16 ounce. Ned Rig, and close second would probably be Texas Rig. I use the Slim Shake worm from Guggen Baits, or the Texas, or the Slim Shake, or the Slim Shake worm, and the Dragon Drop worm. Okay. Those 2 worms work really well. Worms like that type of style, Texas Rig and Ned Rig, is the way to go for me at least. What's your favorite way to catch bass?
I would have to kind of go with the Ned Rig too, or like the micro minnow swim bait type thing. But I always love the soft baits over kind of like the hard lure presentation.
Yeah. Jerk fishing is a good way to go too, that I've caught some good sized bass on. But yeah, overall the Ned Rig and the Texas Rig is the way that we usually go for them. Without a heater, me and my buddy were sweating. Oh, geez, that's awesome.
That is really good news.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to look at Eskimo stuff. I just saw a commercial about their stuff too. You should try catch and cook carp, LOL. We, so the CPW people over in the Rio Blanco County area are pretty big fans of our stuff. And so are the Water District people. And they're actually asking us to do a catch and cook on carp. Yeah. So next year for the tournament, when we catch some, we're probably going to keep 1 or 2 of them and do a catch and cook on it. So, or we might do its own isolated episode. We'll see.
And if you guys have any recipes or any ideas, please send them forward.
Because I've certainly never cooked or eaten carp before.
We were thinking about maybe smoking it. So
yeah,
any ideas would be much appreciated.
Excuse me, just got that Coca-Cola I was drinking, guys. Apologize. Yeah, depending on the COVID stuff, my oldest daughter and I are backpacking in a couple lakes for a few days of fishing out your way.
Nice.
That's from Hunt Ready. Awesome, man. Well, it's getting pretty bad over here in the Garfield County area, and the Mesa County area is pretty bad too. So hopefully it starts decreasing. The school district in the town that I actually live in, I work in a school district in a different town, but the Rifle School District, actually, all the schools just went on lockdown. It's getting pretty bad out here. We're fearing we're going to be in a lockdown too soon. So fingers crossed that we're not, but stuff is just nuts. And I touched on, I think earlier, I don't know if I got into it, but I'll just say it again. I know some of you guys have channels on here, and I'll be getting into your stuff now that I have more time. All my basketball training that I do for the guys varsity and the girls varsity is canceled right now due to the COVID stuff. So I was doing that 5 days a week after school and then editing. So I didn't have any time to really watch people's videos or any videos of any kind whatsoever. So now I have a lot more time. So I'll be doing comments on your guys' stuff here very soon, within the next week or so. We'll see how much fishing I got to do next week, though. This virus canceled my gymnastic meet season. That's not a good thing for me at all, but more time to fish. Yeah, it's killing you guys' sports seasons for all you kids. I really, really feel bad for you guys.
Yeah.
Trust me, it affects you kids really badly, and it also affects us as coaches because, I mean, a lot of us, trust me, we just want to coach you guys, and a lot of us, it's a kind of a getaway from all this life stuff too. We can't even. A lot of people aren't able to do any coaching right now, so I just been blessed that I've been able to do stuff and find a rec center that allows me to do my training. I agree. I like soft bait more than hard baits. Yeah, most definitely. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah, no problem. So anytime you ever have questions, or if you see me in the halls, just flag me down and yell at me. I'll definitely answer your questions. I caught a carp for my parents, and they made fish cakes. It was really good. Huh. Okay. Fish cakes.
Fish cakes.
Never made fish cakes. That sounds yummy though. I'll have to try it out.
And there's a lot of ingredients.
I'll have to look that up. Carp fish cakes. Has anyone been to Silver Dollar Lake? I certainly have not. I've heard of it though. Carp put up great fights. I definitely like catching some carp once in a while. It's not my favorite type of fishing, but once you get them on the line, I definitely agree. I only do carp fishing though about 2, maybe 3 times a year, but most of the time just twice, if that.
For the tournaments.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sitting still bottom fishing type stuff. I don't know why. It's just not my stuff. Some people eat them for Thanksgiving. There's a lot. I mean, everywhere besides here in North America, like everywhere else, people eat them. In some places, it's considered a delicacy. So, I mean, it can't be that bad. There's got to be a lot of recipes out there that makes it good. People have been eating it for a long time. What are your thoughts on the river fishing and a possible collaboration with Ethan and I? Hayden, as far as river fishing goes, we're definitely still wanting to do river fishing. We're itching so hard to get into ice fishing that's definitely going to take precedence over the river fishing, but we're definitely planning on hitting at least a couple videos, maybe 1 or 2 videos within the next month and a half before the new year on the Colorado or the Fork or both, or maybe the Eagle if we can get out that way. The Crystal and all the other stuff is really low. And we're also thinking of doing the frying pan. We've done 2 episodes on the toilet bowl in this channel's existence, and we want to actually get up there and do the frying pan river itself. Yeah. There's a lot of great spots up there. And wintertime is the best time to go because there's not a lot of people that go up there. So as far as the collaboration video goes, Hayden, right now with how crazy everything is, I mean, I can't even do my optional training. We'll probably want to put that on the back burner until this COVID stuff goes back down. All the counties around here are on threat level orange. It's like we're back in the George Bush era. And yeah, I just think it'd be frowned upon if I was doing any of that stuff with other kids. So right now, let's just put it on hold. But as soon as we start kicking that stuff back up again, you'll be one of the first people we hit up. Where are we at now? If you look up the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel, they have some carp recipes. Okay, cool. Okay. We'll definitely look that up. Yeah. Is basketball canceled for you guys? It is not at this moment. As far as rules go, though, right now, I feel real bad for you guys as a fellow basketball player, and I actually tried this out too. At this point in time, the way Chassa ruling is, and this is being reevaluated again in December, but at this point in time, players are going to have to be required to wear masks during the games, and it's going to be like social distancing during timeouts, coin flips instead of the jump balls. It's going to be completely different. Masks during the games, though, is tough. I play basketball a lot, and I tried getting up and down the court with a mask on. I got up, down 3 or 4 times, and I was ready to just rip that thing off in frustration.
I bet it's hard to breathe, and it's hot.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And I can't imagine going 110% with a crowd and all that type of stuff in a real high school game or a college game.
Allow crowds?
It's going to depend on the county. They're going to allow crowds depending on the county and the health districts there, and that health departments there, I should say. We're planning on early August, man, hopefully. Awesome. Early August for coming out here. Well, yeah, hopefully things are cleared up by then.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see.
Did the fire impact you guys? We definitely had several fires impact us. There was the Grizzly Creek one. There was the one that was the largest one in Colorado history until the one on the Front Range surpassed it. What was that one called? It started off as a Book Cliff fire.
Or Bush Creek?
Yeah. Either way, yeah, we had some huge. Just like everywhere in Colorado, we got impacted pretty bad by fires this year.
Then there was a fire up on Rifle Falls.
Yeah, but luckily, a lot of those fires weren't around the fisheries, so we don't have to worry about the ash falling into the lake and killing a lot of the fish or that washing down and having that effect. So we should be having fingers crossed, but I haven't heard of any lakes or any rivers or anything that should be too impacted by that. So in my area, I know that's a different story on the Front Range, but I'm currently in quarantine, but Ethan and I got negative tests. Yeah, see, there you go. You're in quarantine. I mean, I'm glad you guys got negative tests, but yeah, right now it's not a good time to do collabs, I don't think. Little Bad Bass. Oh, nice. You just changed your name. Cool. Oh, geez, I need to get caught up on questions. Sorry, guys. Getting caught up with all you guys here. 45 minutes. Always awesome. Thank you guys again for being here. Appreciate you guys. It's always fun. It's always fun, and I don't have anything much to say about fishing besides I just am so eager to go ice fishing, and I'm really, really, really anxious to see how this ice test goes tomorrow. I'm really hoping that we can do some ice fishing in my area. Otherwise, we will be driving around. Oh, no, the lag is back. Oh, I'm sorry, Hayden. Hopefully there's not too much. We're doing Zoom gymnastic workouts. Oh, that's interesting. Is that kind of would be like a personal trainer type thing situation, kind of like a Tybo situation where it's one guy and you guys are just kind of replicating stuff? Fly fish for carp. You will love it, Tyler and Sam. We definitely, we definitely know of some good spots to get carp, and we know of some good swampy areas with some good water where they're just rising like crazy. So, Steven, what's a good fly to catch carp with? Smoked carp ain't bad at all, just bony. Is it bony like pike, bony like trout? How bony are we talking? I don't mind bony fish at all, but I'm just wondering. All right, guys, good night. See you guys later. Hey, take it easy, Sawyer. Again, holler at me if you see me in the hallways. Put up great fights on the fly rod. It's like catching a wiper on an ice rod. So fun. Okay. I've seen Legreed Outdoors, a guy that I follow. He did a video where he's catching some carp on a fly, and Aaron did one too, and that looks like a lot of fun. So, yes, me and Cole are going to the Toilet Bowl beginning of December.
Nice.
Awesome.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, that's a great place to fish.
Make sure to get up real early and get there. Yeah,
definitely go there early. That when we went, and I guess we went, and thumbs down for me for doing that. But I looked it up because people talked about it. I think, Steven, you actually referenced this, but that the Toilet Bowl was under a voluntary closure. It's not enforced by any means, but I couldn't find that anywhere. I couldn't find the article or anything. But yeah, I mean, nothing's being enforced, but just keep aware of that. That's why I don't think there's anybody up there. But again, I'll thumbs down myself for that one. But it's not enforced, right? And it's not like they're like if you do that you're gonna get fined or anything like that. It's just saying because it's not competitive. Oh. But we're not gonna keep bombarding the hole. But yeah, at least we know that now. But yeah, that's what that is. Where are we at now in the questions? What school do you coach at? Grand Valley High School. I do all the off-season training for the guys and girls varsity, and I'm a true assistant varsity coach. I don't do the JV or any of the freshman stuff. They've offered me to do that type of stuff. I just don't want to. I just like doing the varsity stuff. We did the guys for the last 7 years, had a really good run, made playoffs all those years, and we just Coach Parker's the head coach, Scott Parker, and he just wanted to make a switch up to do the girls, and so I'm kind of like a package deal with him. So me and him get along really well. And honestly, our girls are really, really good, non-biasly. And I've watched a lot of the girls from helping scout with the girls teams over the last few years. And I've seen the top teams in the state from 3A. And non-biasly, I think we have a good chance of winning state a couple times in the next 4 to 5 years. So keep a lookout for us, Cole. Keep a lookout. Troublesome Fire, Cameron Peak Fire. Oh, okay, people must be answering the question. What's your PB trout? For me, that one kid, PB Brown, lengthwise 22 inches, weight-wise, probably that 20.5 incher I got. That was like over 4 pounds. That's my brown. Rainbows, that 24.25 inch one that I got a little over a year ago. And that's like my biggest ones. I've caught a lot. My biggest tiger trout was that 22 incher. And then otherwise, like I catch a lot of trout in like the 20s and stuff, but those are my PBs.
I just got my PB Brown not too long ago. I can't remember though what it was.
Yeah, all my trout species PBs though are in like the 21 to 24 inch range, besides the lake trout and brook trout. So.
And I haven't gotten any master anglers, so they're all under that.
It's been a tough year for master anglers. I only got like 5, so
Only 5.
I got like I got 11 last year. I got the couple bluegills, the grayling, the brown. Yeah, I got 4 or 5 master anglers this year only. Hoping to get a couple more before the year's over. We'll see. Howdy, Tyler. Oh, Hookjaw Hunters is here. What's up, man?
Hey.
Thanks for stopping in. We're going strong now for about 50 minutes. Hopefully, can keep you guys more entertained for the next hour. I use nymphs for carp. Okay.
I also saw.
I've seen so many people use different stuff. I just want to know if someone has like something just solid.
Somebody said like woolly buggers.
Oh yeah, we're up here.
I have
I know we're up here though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've never ice fished before. Do you recommend lures or bottom fishing? It really depends on what you're going for, 4-eyed fisherman. If I were you, take a look at my top 5 ice fishing lures. You don't have to like watch every second of it. Just skim through for each one. That's a good solid 5 to have in your arsenal as far as ice fishing goes. Some ice jigs, a Swedish pimple. If you're going to go with some lures, lipless crank type stuff like the HD ice. There's a lot of other stuff too out there that works really well that I don't even use, and some of the stuff that I showed earlier too, like that K-Rip stuff. But it really depends on what you're going for. And there's days where I'm going for trout where I'm using soft baits and it works better. There's days where I'm using hard lures and it works better. Mm-hmm. There's days where I'm using live bait and that works the best. Ice fishing, when it comes for trout, at least from what I've experienced, it kind of almost turns more into bass fishing, and you're kind of just going for what they really want to get after. Because when you have some electronics like we do, you'll see them come up and you'll see a lot of finicky stuff happening. And once you find out what they really want, you'll just start getting more solid bites. Right. It's just like bass fishing. Just like any fishing in general. I don't know why I'm just classifying it as bass fishing, but your channel is great for us out-of-staters. Been to Colorado for elk hunts, but never fished. We're still going in out of Stillwater. We're still going in out of Stillwater Reservoir. Well, hey, I really appreciate the compliment. Yeah, and I'm glad that you've been enjoying everything. We plan on doing a lot more objective-based stuff, more teaching, educational point type stuff here in the spring and maybe this ice fishing. We're not experts when it comes to ice fishing by any means. Yeah. We're still pretty novice when it comes to that, so don't too much tip stuff for that. But when it comes to open water stuff, we feel like we're a little bit better than average. So we'll be doing a lot more stuff that seems to work for us coming out. But I'm glad you like everything that's been going on. Yeah. My dad's a big-time elk hunter. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into big game hunting. I love pheasant hunting. I love hunting for fowl. I just don't like doing the big game stuff. I don't know why. Which is weird because I love hiking around the mountains and stuff. And I don't mind getting up early for fishing. It's just not for hunting. I'm just weird. Thanks you guys for sharing your ice fishing secrets. I'm new to ice fishing and planning a couple of trips to Colorado this winter. I'm from Southeast New Mexico. Yeah, Steven Montoya, no problem, man. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to secrets, we really just try to keep a lot of our spots secret because it did take a lot of research and time to find them, and they're not popular spots. As a lot of you guys see, there's no one ever at our spots fishing for the most part. But yeah, when it comes to actually pulling the fish in, we're not usually too stingy about most of that. The only thing we're usually pretty stingy about is how Remy hooks up his worms. But we'll be giving that away in a giveaway soon, which will be another talking point here later in the stream. But yeah, I'm glad you appreciate that. If you ever guys, and if any of you guys ever have more questions about things and want more detail about stuff, message me on our social media. I don't check it all the time. I'm really busy for the most part, but I'll get to you within the next day or two usually, and hopefully answer your questions. Woolly buggers are good carp flies. Steven, okay, good to know. I definitely just started using woolly buggers. Like I tried them like once before. I literally only tried them once. So I plan on getting into more streamer type fishing and using stuff like that coming up here. Hunt ready, bony like pike. Okay, good to know. Carper like that. Passion for hunting and fishing. Hello, how are you? Doing great, man. Thanks for stopping in. How are you? Hope you enjoy the live stream. Hope you get to stay for a while. Yeah. Maybe learn something, maybe get entertained. Woolly bugger is a good first streamer to tie too. Yeah, actually that's in the kit that we got. I got Sam like that advanced Orvis fly tying kit, and that's one of the things that comes with it. So
yeah, so I can definitely try that out.
We haven't done too much fly tying, or we haven't done any fly tying episodes specifically yet because, as you guys, a lot of you know, we just started fly fishing this last spring, and we don't want to do anything for winter yet because we haven't used anything for winter yet, and we don't want to just go off like, oh yeah, here's the zebra midge, it works hearsay, even though we've never caught a fish on it. So we want to go with stuff that works first before we actually try to tie stuff like that. I know some of you guys want fly tying stuff, but that's the reason why we haven't done anything with that yet. Outdoor Fanatics, just want to stop in and say hi, and I also love your channel. Hey, really appreciate that. Sorry it took a while to get to your question or your comment. I just getting through all these questions could take a while sometimes. But hey, thank you for stopping in, and thank you for the compliment. Means the world to have your support.
Yes.
What brand fishing line do you use for ice fishing? Is it any different from normal line? Personally, I haven't seen anything different. And from what I hear, the difference usually only lasts quarter of a day, if that. But I just usually stick with my same fishing line that I use for open water fishing. And that's typically P-line. And if I'm on a budget, it's Berkeley. Or if P-line's just not available, I'm using Berkeley. Typically, I'm using 6-pound test fluorocarbon. And that's for almost everything that I go for. And if I'm going for lake trout, I'm going 10-pound fluorocarbon. And sometimes, like the last time I went, it was with a leader. But I think this next time I go, I'm just going to go straight on with no leader, with no braid, just straight 10-pound fluorocarbon on the bait caster, dropping it down. So Aaron from Opportunities back. Hey, man, good to have you back. Hope the kids are doing good and you tucked them in okay. Royce, yo, man. Hey, Royce, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you stopping in the live stream. I only have brown and perch for MA this year. I hope to get MA perch this year. I have a good spot for it. I finally got the brown. That's super sweet. You got a way bigger brown than I did. I was on the hunt for that brown for like half a decade. I'm so happy I finally got it. It's ridiculous. What's up, Sam and NGL? I don't know you name, dude. I don't know NGL. If you're talking about me, oh, not gonna lie, I don't know your name. My name's Tyler.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hi.
My name's Tyler.
Who is that?
It's Tyler, Sam, and Remy. But Remy's not here. He's out of town at the moment.
Right. Who wrote that?
Royce 41. Boom. Are you guys decorated for Christmas yet? I was planning. No, we're not. But I was planning on going all out. But
We were.
I'm probably going to be spending all that time instead of decorating my house, going fishing and doing editing. So
We'll still probably put up some lights.
we'll definitely put up some lights. Nothing crazy, but definitely at least line the house. Dark Frosted just got here. Hi, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Steven, same here. Opportunity freaked me out. Okay, boom. Do you guys follow Green River Fly Fisher on Instagram? If not, you need to look at his page. I want to go there so bad. The Green River is on our list. We plan on going to the Green River. I actually had a buddy head out there and offered to take me. I was just busy with work during this fall and I couldn't. But when it comes to doing out-of-state fishing, Utah is probably going to be our first state that we really start hitting because we're in Western Colorado and it's right there. So boom for that. Looking for a pair of boots for my wife. Any suggestions? What kind of boots are you talking about here? Are we talking ice fishing boots, winter boots, just regular boots, Steven? We're looking to get some decent pair of ice fishing boots ourselves. The one I use are more hiking and summer camping boots. I need to get some warmer ones for ice fishing for sure.
I definitely need to get some warmer boots too.
Yeah. I was just cleaning a pheasant for a mount for one of my friends. Oh, cool, man.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I love pheasant. Got charged by a bighorn in a canyon called Watering Canyon down in the Front Range. Well, that sucks. Good fishing in spots but loaded with animals. Yeah, if you're getting charged by bighorns, that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Can you help me and Cole pick our name for our channel? Oh, it's so hard to do.
It was hard for us to.
Yeah, it took a while. I mean, our channel, like a lot of you guys know, it wasn't like we just did it out of nowhere. It took a while for us to figure a lot of things out. I am so bad with names on top of that too, to be honest with you, Josh. So message me in private. Maybe we can go over some stuff in private, but I'm not gonna be able to come up with anything cool on the spot. And I don't want you guys to make fun of me either, so I'm not going to. What's like the scariest experience you've had while fishing, like animal experience or near death or injury experience or experience in general that has been scary? I've had some near death experiences. I've almost drowned several times in the Colorado River. Yeah, pretty intense stuff. I've been in some pretty serious car accidents on the highway. I was in a head-on collision 9 years ago on the highway during a big snowstorm, actually. So I've had some pretty scary general experiences, like I'm sure a lot of people have.
Right.
But I guess scariest experience fishing, nothing too bad.
I've been pretty lucky.
Yeah, I mean the scariest we've ever experienced fishing has probably been stuff while we're actually back at camp, or if we're actually talking about while we're out fishing. Probably just hearing like big animals in the brush, but yeah, nothing like, oh no.
I've never been charged.
Actually, I'd say the scariest thing that's probably happened when we were fishing was probably last year in the fall when we were fishing around all those aspen trees and it was super windy and they were falling down.
Trees were falling.
There's
down
like 7
everywhere.
trees that fall within like a 200 to 300
scary.
yard area
Yeah.
with us, and it was pretty scary. So we were trying to avoid all that. So that's probably the scariest thing. I'm out. I have school tomorrow. Keep on fishing. Thanks for entertaining me. No worries, man. Thanks for stopping in. Glad we could entertain you. We like doing this once a month and catching up with you guys and hanging out. Really hoping the next time we do this, we're, cheersing over all the ice fishing that we've been doing. So PB brook trout, nothing spectacular, Curtis. I just really started targeting brook trout within the last year. So my PB brook trout's only about 14 inches. It's nothing crazy at all.
They don't get too big either.
Yeah, an MA brook trout here in Colorado is 16. They can get pretty big.
Can?
Yeah, they can get huge, but I've never caught a huge one.
I haven't either.
All trout can get huge.
14.
Yeah.
13, 14 as well.
What pound test do you use for Pete's custom trout worms? 4-pound test, fluorocarbon. Mm-hmm. And I also use, depending if I'm just targeting panfish Kool-Aid outdoors, I will go to 2-pound trilene. I'll also go to 2-pound trilene. I was in the last catch and cook we did with the bluegill. That's what I was using was 2-pound trilene. And in the grayling video, the first one we did in the summer, the last 2 catches I was using 2-pound trilene. So we were just finished today, and I almost fell off the roof helping my dad. It was fun though, being 48 feet up on the air. Well, it sounds like an awesome house. First off, so cool for that. And I'm glad you didn't fall off and hurt yourself.
Right.
But that's awesome. Do you have one of those houses that's all super extravagant? That's like the best one on the block. Royce 41. Oh, Tyler, nice man. Always. I'm gonna go now. Just checking in. Also, do you do live streams every day? No, Royce. We only do live streams once a month. Check in on our community tab and our social media, and we'll let you guys know. Typically, a week to 2 weeks ahead of time when we get it scheduled.
It's usually in the middle of the month.
Yeah, usually in the middle of the month. Next month, we'll probably do it closer toward the end of the month and kind of make it a happy 2020. Finally, this is over type thing, because 2020 was a heck of a year, to say the least. Do you play any instruments? I play some bass guitar and the flute. Sam plays instruments. I personally used to play some guitar. Other than that, I don't play any instruments.
I played the flute for a long time in middle school and a little bit in high school. I played the piano when I was a kid. But I was mainly a choir girl. I was in choir from the time when I was like 6 up to 18. So I liked choir a lot.
Can you give me a water?
Yeah, I'll give you water.
So there's the instrument question. No, there once a month. Thanks, Josh. Yep, once a month. I know we have like half and half, older viewers and younger viewers, and I don't want to take away on your guys' break when you guys are doing all kinds of fun stuff. So we might do it before Christmas break typically starts, or we might do it right at the end. We'll see though. We might make a vote toward that. Look on Amazon and some great boots. Boom. I have a pair of Merrell snow boots I have a pair of Merrell snow boots that are made to be used with ice cleats. They are warm and have lasted me 3 winters so far.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I should check those out. I need to get some good boots. Steven, you got some great tips here. I really appreciate you stopping in and letting us know all this stuff.
Yeah.
The scariest thing that's ever happened to me when fishing was losing a 10-pound bass.
Right?
That is pretty scary.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
I would rather have not even seen it. I'd rather just lose the fish. If I would, I'd be so pissed.
Because then you're left with the wonder and not the knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got warned off the trail to the inlet at Gross Reservoir by Big Black Bear. We turned a bend in the trail, and there it was, started making woofing noises at us. I hope to never encounter a bear. Usually when we're up in the woods, though, I mean, we usually got protection of some kind. So, but yeah, that can be pretty scary stuff.
Yeah.
What species are you looking forward to knocking off first through the ice? Steven, honestly, whatever's available.
Tiger trout.
Tiger trout, yeah, that'd be a good one. It's the first species we're going to be going for is going to be trout for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not really looking forward to, but
any type.
for her, it's tiger trout. For me, it would be lake trout, though. If it was one species, I'm really looking forward to doing this ice season.
Right.
We got some good spots for that this year, and we plan on fishing for lake trout at least a good 5 to 6 episodes this ice season. Do you find The Pete's hard to catch.
What do you mean?
Cole, can you clarify on that question? Alex Perrick losing a 10-pound bass. Oh, Hayden, I've seen that video. That's hilarious. When he hooks John B's arm too on top of that. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna go now because I have school tomorrow. That one kid. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. Some people's messages are getting retracted. Just to let you guys know. Hi everyone, good to see you. Playing hooky sport fishing. Good for you to stop in, man. Appreciate you stopping in. The 10-pound bass I lost broke 8-pound braid, jumped out of the water and put up an amazing fight. Oh, that's tough. 8-pound braid. I don't think I've ever used 8-pound braid. That's what I wanted to hear. I want to catch my first tiger trout. Yeah.
Me too.
It's been since last ice season, toward the end of ice season, I think, since I caught a tiger trout, hasn't it?
I think it's like Remy was said about the same too for him. Well, except he just got
Remy was catching some
he just
this fall. It. But then we're still, I mean, if it's through the ice, it's still before 2021, so we're still trying to get that off the list for Sam.
Fingers crossed.
That's what we mentioned too in that video on Tuesday when we went up to that lake that was half frozen. The reason we went up that far was we wanted to go to the lake at 10.2K was to try to get tiger trout for Sam, but that lake was frozen.
Yeah.
So maybe next week we can try to do that. We'll see. You should have grabbed him. Sorry, the Pete's hard to cast. I don't think so.
No.
At least with the rods that I use, I'm using that 7'2" Lycan medium light and that 7-foot medium Lycan. And I get great casting distance on a 1/16 ounce jig. Yeah. So I never have any problems with it. So maybe try a different rod, different reel. I hope to see you guys out on the ice this winter. You guys seem like some cool people to hang out with. Yeah, definitely, man. Well, if any of you guys ever see us, definitely holler at us. We'd love to get some lines out with you guys. And again, once 2021 starts and the COVID stuff calms down, we plan on really fishing with you guys quite a bit more. Marquez, are you in the same area as us? Team C.O.F.F, do you know Colorado Fisher? Yes, we do. We actually did a collab with him on our channel last year for lake trout. It's on our channels. AJ. He actually was up with Front Range Bass Boys. He was up there recently at Antero and they were doing some ice fishing. Good luck, Sam. I hope you can make it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully you can make it happen too.
Yes.
I'm hoping I can get one soon too.
I'd be so happy.
I will be lucky if I get 5 ice trips in this year. Going to make them worth it. Antero, Wyoming, and Laramie Plains, Lake, Granby or Twin Lakes, and a hike for cutthroat.
Well,
nice.
Good, yeah.
We have that big hike we did last year for those cutthroat. We're not going to do that again, but we do have a different plan. It's a little bit longer of a hike, but it's not nearly as steep, not as much of an elevation gain. And it's going to be for big tiger trout and big cutthroat trout and big brown trout. So that should be a really fun time to do that. That'll be our big hike this year, though. At least get one of those in. But Aaron, those sound like some really awesome destinations. If you want some company at Twin Lakes, let us know ahead of time, and we'd love to meet you up there. Yeah. We got a whole bunch of sucker meat in the freezer. We can provide you the bait for the day.
Lots of sucker meat.
And we actually plan on doing a white sucker catch and cook. I have a subscriber out from the East Coast, and he taught me how to do it. And I guess it's pretty simple, but it says it's really good. So I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna try it out and see how it tastes. But yeah. We're planning on going for some white suckers here through the ice early December. So I just want to catch anything when we get out there. We'll be fishing with spinning equipment. Haven't tried fly yet. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like a bigot, but just try to use the same stuff I'm using, and I bet you're going to catch some fish. HD Natural, HD Brown, HD Ghost Cutthroat. Those are always 3 winners. The 1/16 ounce Ned Rig, I know that sounds crazy. Not a lot of people do it, but you fish it, really finesse. We'll try to get a how-to video out before you come out because a lot of people have interest in us fishing that Ned Rig for trout. But you can't go wrong with the HD trout. You can't go wrong with really small swim bait soft plastics either. Right. One of those 2 will always work.
Always. Well,
or the Ned Rig. One of those 3 will always get a fish. You need a different rod. I can cast them just fine. Yeah, definitely a different rod. Or it could be the reel. It really could be the reel too. It could be either one of those two, or it could be both. But yeah, I haven't had anybody tell me that they've had problems casting it. So to get me, I've tried ice fishing crave. I just have being uncut angling. Also, John B, it helps. Trust me. Little broken up there, Hayden, but I think I get what you mean. Yes, I live out in Falcon. I grew up in Gypsum almost my entire life. Oh, awesome. Nice. That's an area that I fish, the Gypsum area. We've only fished it a little bit, but yeah, we plan on fishing a little bit more of that next year. And I don't think you can count really Sweetwater in a lot of those lakes as the Gypsum area, but if you do, I mean, we fish those too.
Yep.
Would you mind checking out my channel, Mile High, when you get a chance? I have a couple of episodes up from earlier this season. I had an issue with my computer. I hope to post regularly. Yeah, guys, check out Mile High Angling. I'm already a sub to yours, buddy, but yeah, definitely don't mind shouting you out. And I haven't been watching, again, anybody's videos at all in these last few weeks, so hope nobody takes offense to that. I can't wait until spring because that's when the crappie move close up to the shore to spawn. For the rest of the year, they're out deep and you never catch them. Yeah, it can be tough. I have a funny story about that. So there's this guy from the first tournament, and he had some really good luck running into some crappie, and the water conditions were prime for him. Like you said, there's warm, there's spring, they moved up in the shallows. Yes. We did the tournament this last fall, same reservoir, and completely different conditions. And he was just like, oh yeah, it was just so high on himself from the last. He's like, yo, I already know where they are in this lake. And I'm just like, they're not going to be in the same exact spots. And he's like, I don't need electronics, and just so high on himself for that second term. He's like, I'm going to crush it again. And we come back, and he literally caught 0 crappie. And I was just like, you're ridiculous, dude. It was just the funniest thing. His attitude completely changed, of course. So where is Remy? Remy is actually up on Grand Mesa hanging out for one of his buddy's birthdays. He'll be back in town Saturday. We're hoping to be fishing with him on Monday. Yeah. Nice. I might take you guys up on that. I've never iced it, only open water. I only iced it once, and that was when we went up there and did that collab last year, and it was a lot of fun. Plan on probably going to the same spot or wherever. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun up there, and definitely we would all be super pumped to go fish with you up there. And if you don't want to do twin, maybe turquoise or something, anything. But yeah, Ned Rig is always a killer. Fishing junkie, that's right. Yes, Ned Rig is always a killer. Yes. He the fishing junkie will prove that more than I will, especially on the bass game. He's definitely catching some lunkers over there in the Front Range. You guys need to go check his channel out. And hopefully, me and the fishing junkie are doing a collab this ice season. We will see, though. We will see. Yeah, Josh got his lure stolen over $60 in HD and 40 in spinners and other stuff. Felt bad for him. Oh, that's tough. Ugh. There's this fisherman in my area. He catches a lot of big fish. I know him a little bit. And he was fishing at Harvey Gap, and he fishes like big swim baits and like big hard lures, like those big like $90 like replica bluegill lures. And he caught his tackle box was open, and he caught it in his back cast and cast his tackle box into the water, and it was open. He lost like a couple $100 worth of stuff. It's like, oh, that's terrible. So at least it wasn't that bad. Oh, my bad. I don't want to talk about it. I hate the HDs for a week too. Now I only have like 5 lures. Oh, it's so terrible. I'm sorry.
Happens to us too.
Yeah, it's the worst. I'm so sorry about that. For cold weather bass, try using blade baits. They work great in cold water. Yeah, I'm planning on really trying to focus in a little bit more on some bass during the ice this year, but there's just so much stuff I want to focus in on. I mean, I want to do lake trout. I want to do a bunch of catch and cooks on the ice with perch. Yeah. I want to try to get in some bluegill possibly through the ice and do a catch and cook with them. And bass is on the list too. Traveling around just to hit different water for you guys. I mean, there's so much stuff on the list. Hikes, collabing with you guys, hopefully in 2021 before ice is over. So much stuff. If you guys are in the Front Range in spring, I can take you to some awesome spots for crappie on the fly. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. There's only like a couple, like 1 or 2 like consistent good crappie spots in my area, and even then it's pretty tough. So I would love to do that, Aaron. So I'm on the phone right now. Uncut angling is a great way to get the crave off ice fishing. John B also is a good person to watch, but if you want the crave still, just watch Alex Perrick. Yeah, I used to watch a lot more of those guys, but nowadays I just don't have the time. And I used to watch out of all those guys, the most was probably like Fort Guy and Flair. I still watch Lake Fork Eye every blue moon, but Flair I stopped watching since he just does farming stuff now. And yeah, they do have some pretty epic fail stuff. I just got paid, so I'm about to drop like $200 on some, assuming fishing stuff. So that's awesome. Glad you get to re-up on your ice or your fishing gear in general. Yeah. Definitely got to do that. I mean, I'm the same way. I spend so much money on fishing stuff, so I feel you. And if I lost a bunch of my stuff, I would be on websites that same night. Just you already know.
Yeah,
you already know.
Yeah.
Do you have crawfish in the water near you? A catch and cook with crawfish would be different.
We do have a lot of crawfish.
We do, and I was talking with, well, not talking, but doing a little bit of messaging with Paul Sawyer, and I plan on doing some crawfish catch and cook type stuff maybe next year when it's open water. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, we can
have a crawfish broil.
Yeah, ooh, yum.
Lake Trout is on fire right now. I'm working on a Laker video right now as we speak. Awesome, dude. That's great. Were you doing that through the ice too? Yeah, I almost launched my second pole into the lake that way. Thankfully, only snapped my line. I only watch local peeps and Clayton Schick. Clayton Schick overnighter, I think. I don't know who Clayton Schick is. Let's try looking up Clayton Schick here real quick. Cool. I'll check out this Clayton Schick guy here in a little while. I don't want to start watching his vids while on the live stream. Not even just ignore you guys.
Right.
I remember that one video you lost like 5 HD because of snags and other stuff, and the GoPro. I felt really bad for you.
Oh yeah.
I think those were 2 different videos, but yeah, I've definitely had my days too. Trust me. I think all of us do.
We do.
I had a video like that last year where I broke off like 8 or 9 Ned Rig heads, lost several HDs.
Oh yeah.
Remember when we first found that one tiger trout lake when we were exploring?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, losing the GoPro that day, that was pretty terrible. God, I can remember that sound too. I'm in my belly boat, I just lean back and it just freaking falls and I just hear it clunk into the water. It was terrible. I can just see some of the bubbles coming up from when it was sinking. It's pretty rough. Yeah, HDs because of snags. I just re-upped too that video. That was our first part of the camping video. Remember when I was losing all those fish and lures?
Yeah. You had a tough little span there too.
Yeah. You know, we all go through our grinds.
Yes.
We definitely all go through our grinds. So no, but you mentioned lake trout. Oh, okay, awesome. Well, hoping maybe at the end of my break next week to get into some lake trout. What's your schedule looking like toward the end of December, Fishing Junkie? You will love him, Steven. Okay, definitely. I'll check him out. It looks like we got a lot of people supporting the Clayton Schick. He's friends with Uncut Angling. Oh. I've done a little bit of Uncut Angling watching. The only thing is, guys, it's just with the editing and running my own YouTube channel, plus the sports training that I do and my job, and then trying to find a little bit of free time to hang out with Sam over here. I just do not have a lot of time. And then a lot of that free time that I do is really trying to give back to you guys. So I don't really have time to just leisurely watch YouTube most of the time. A lot of my leisurely watching is looking at basketball stuff. I've got to go now. I have school tomorrow. Have a good night. Curtis, thank you, man. Appreciate you staying up as late as you did. Yes. I know 10:30 can be tough for you kids. So appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have fun at school. Don't get bogged down with too much schoolwork, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, there were 2 different. All right, Tyler and Sam, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
That was a fun talk. I'll have to tune in again next month. Yeah, most definitely. I'll try to let you guys know a little bit more ahead of time when we get this going, and hopefully have you guys stop in and hopefully have a lot more fun stuff to talk about and talk about what's been working with us for ice fishing. So hopefully by that time too, maybe I've seen a couple of you guys out on the ice. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Do I deer hunt? Deer season for us starts Saturday. I do not. I have not deer hunted since I haven't big game hunted in a really long time since I was a child. I haven't hunted period since I was a teenager. So, but that's not something I've considered maybe getting back into again. But I don't know if I ever will. We'll see. Maybe small game hunting again, but I don't know about big game hunting. I'm pretty much 100% free every other weekend, all the time. So we should definitely collab as soon as we get off of these crazy threat levels with this COVID stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll have to meet up somewhere up in the mountains, just do it anyway. Because it's just so stupid at this point. Unless we get put on mandatory social distancing. I mean, we should do it. Whatever. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. We're doing it. We'll message me, and we're gonna figure out something here in December for sure. I have 2.5 weeks off, guys, coming up in December. After this week off too, so got a lot of time coming off in the next month and a half. So we'll definitely have to have some fun. Josh had a skunk like 3 in a row and was grinding it out near the end of July. Now I feel like it's my time. It has been a rough month. Hey, we all have those months.
Yes.
We all have those tough times. Somebody was making fun of me saying that I don't, but
Yeah.
oh, one of the people in the comments, yeah. So yeah, but we all have our grinds. It's just about getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody's saying hi to everybody in here. That's cool. You work too hard to please us. You should take a break on videos in the winter, like a vid a week. No, I fish too much. I mean, I'm gonna be out there fishing anyways, and I mean it's gonna be a little bit grindy this winter. When you say that, I mean I might have to go to 1 video a week this winter just because of the crazy basketball schedule we're gonna have. But I'm really gonna aim toward not doing that. And I'll try to build up a little bit of a bank of videos of ice fishing over my break, because once our basketball season starts, it's like 14 games in 4.5 weeks. Kids are going to get an experience of what it's like to be in the league based on schedules. So it's going to be a very, very busy month and 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks of basketball. So we'll see what happens, though. I'm going to work really hard to make sure that we can keep going to 2 videos a week. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that, Hayden.
Yeah.
Hello, would you guys consider a shrimp sandwich? Ralph OG says that. I'm always down for a shrimp po' boy. So, Gavin Garrison, what up? Hey, thanks for stopping in, Gavin. We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. We still got about 15 of you guys in here.
Yes.
If we drop below 5, then we'll probably start calling it quits. But we're planning on going for the 2 full hours again tonight. Really appreciate you guys stopping in and making this possible. We enjoy it. At Plain Hooky Sport Fishing, hey brother. We can just stay within 6 feet of each other. I don't even care at this point, fishing junkie. I mean, I was doing basketball training with a bunch of kids and doing open gym stuff with kids and playing basketball with kids from Grand Junction all the way to Glenwood. That's an hour and 20 minutes time frame and all the towns between. So at this point, unless they put us on mandatory lockdown, I mean, we're just going to do it. We're going to have fun too. It's going to be awesome. So we'll coordinate something here very soon, but plan on in December us fishing together. Guggen man, we are all true fishers of men and women in Sam's case.
Thanks.
I played basketball in high school. I still play from time to time. Love it. Oh, I love it too. I love the game. I can't stop playing it, and I love training basketball, and I love the success of it. And I'm gonna brag on myself a little. I think I run a really cool program, and a program that gets results really quick when it comes to ball handling and finishing.
I would agree. Yeah, you've done really, really good with the kids. And sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to continue. I appreciate that.
I kind of was, but I lost my traction there.
Okay, well,
sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So basketball is great. I don't think I'll ever be able to stop playing until I blow out a knee or something. Yeah, I'm good if you're good. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's definitely do it. We'll have to start brainstorming some places we can meet in the middle, or what we might do is, because we've been talking about it, using some of the YouTube money we got and just taking a full weekend down there and fishing a couple different spots. So, Gavin Garrison, changed my name from GC Fishing to my name. Oh, okay, cool, Gavin. Awesome. Okay, good luck on your basketball team. I can't wait till my season starts. I've been practicing for 4 weeks on basketball. Nice. Awesome. Scott Parker. Hey, Coach Parker. Thanks for stopping in.
Hi.
Everybody, if my partner in crime when it comes to being on the sidelines of the basketball court, Scott Parker is in here, guys. He's the head coach of the program, and this is me and him are going to be trying to get some W's here for the girls' basketball season this year, so it'll be fun. Who's your favorite player? I had no idea you were into basketball. We will have to play some rec ball. Yeah, that'd be cool, guys. That'd be a fun collab video. We should all of you guys that play basketball will have to meet up and do some hooping. I'm pretty decent. I'm fairly decent at ball though, so we'll have to definitely get some rec ball and I'll have some fun with that.
Yeah.
Last time I played was that last Friday, and man.
Oh.
Yeah, I went out on a good note if we're not going to be playing basketball for the next few weeks. So, but yeah, if you guys want to meet up one of these times when I head down there and maybe do a little rec ball stuff, yeah, I'm down with that too. Gavin Garrison, I got to go. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you reading my comments. Yeah, most definitely.
Anytime.
We're here
Thank
for you
you.
guys. That's what we're doing this live stream for, to
Yes.
communicate with you guys and be in touch with you guys. We love it. Yes, he's a catch coach. Yes, he's a head coach. I saw on the website. That's right, Cole.
Yes.
You play for Dakota Ridge, right? Cole, that's that 5A school, right? Joshua Azell, I played baseball. Josh, I mean, I had a lot of my buddies and a lot of people want me to play baseball my whole life. I have never in my entire life at any level, including T-ball, played an organized game of baseball in my life. Yes, that's where we go, Dakota Ridge. Awesome. Yeah, cool. If you want to transfer over, man, and play varsity basketball for us, go for it, man. It's up to you, man. We're always happy to have another bird in the nest, is what we call it. Our gym is, because we're the Grand Valley Cardinals, it's nicknamed the Nest. So yeah, that's what we. So another bird in the nest.
Nice.
Who's my favorite NBA player of all time or currently? Cole could go D1. Hey, well, that's awesome, Cole. I'll have to start watching you on Max Preps. I had a couple of friends' sons that played at Gateway and stuff. I used to follow them on Max Preps, so definitely have to be watching for you. What position do you play, Cole? All time, my favorite player in the NBA, Guggen man, is Sean Kemp. I'm only 6'1.5". Believe it or not, I was about an inch shorter than I am now when I was in 7th grade. So I thought I was going to be a big, tall guy. And then I realized when I got to high school that I guess that I'm Asian and we only get freakishly tall or we're usually pretty short. So I stopped growing and I wound up being a point guard instead of a center. Oh, geez, Aaron, you're 6'6". Didn't realize that. That's a pretty good advantage to have in basketball. I wish I was 6'6". That's what I thought I was going to be. It was like 6'6", 6'8". But yeah, my favorite all time is Sean Kemp, Akeem Olajuwon, then Michael Jordan, and then tied with Michael Jordan is Kevin Garnett. But yeah, Kobe Bryant, RIP, definitely, man. It's definitely sad to lose Kobe. Aside from basketball and fishing, what other sports do you guys like? I love boxing. I love football, but I haven't really got to watch that much over the last few years. And boxing, football, that's really about all I really get into. Used to watch MMA a little bit, but yeah, that's about it.
I'm
fishing.
Not really a sports person.
Yeah, and Sam's not really a big sports person. Honestly, the sport I probably watch the second most behind basketball is probably esports, to be honest with you. I used to be really big into video games. I used to play some video games competitively, and I love even during these times. Like I just recently started playing video games again, just a little bit over the last like couple days. But before those last couple days, I only played about 10 minutes of video games since July of 2019 last year.
Yeah.
So during that time frame, though, I never stopped watching video games. I watch video game esports
almost every day.
Yeah, almost every day. Honestly, I watch esports almost every day when I'm going to bed. That's kind of like my go to bed type thing. Yeah. So where am I at here? I play power forward, center, small forward. I can basically play anywhere because my ball handling is great for a big kid. But like I hustle the hell out of everything, so that's why I play a lot.
I love how
awesome, dude.
Turned into a basketball.
Yeah, it's a basketball fishing live stream now. But that's awesome, man. How tall are you, Cole? Dirk Nowitzki is my favorite. I'm a little too young for Sean Kemp, LOL, but I like him. Yeah, Sean Kemp, for you younger guys, Sean Kemp was basically Blake Griffin before Blake Griffin with way more attitude and a mid-range jump shot. I know Blake Griffin has like a little bit more shooting ability now, but Sean Kemp had that good mid-range. If you want to prove it, watch game 1 of the NBA Finals. They lost that one, but Sean Kemp had like 20 in the first half. Got to head out, guys. Work in the morning. Thank you guys again for inspiring me to start filming my own fishing experiences. Hope to catch you guys again next live stream. Hey, most definitely, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Yes.
Again, we'll try to schedule this and get you guys the know-how a little bit more ahead of time next time. But thank you again for stopping in. I'm glad we can help you.
Thank you.
FPS esports? No, MOBA esports, MOBA games, basically. I watch a lot of League of Legends and I watch a lot of StarCraft 2. Those are basically the main games that I watch. Mostly StarCraft 2, though. I used to be a diamond League of Legends player. back before they made Challenger ELO or tier or whatever they're calling it now, which was funny because I started off at like the lowest tier bronze. Not bigger kid, but taller kid. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. You'll fill in eventually. Trust me. You just got to keep lifting. We got a good weightlifting program going at our school too. So here I am, like trying to get Cole to come to our school to play basketball.
You are.
It's hilarious.
Trying to recruit.
Yeah. We can go fishing. Would any of you guys tune in if I ever did a live stream like this? Tyler told Ethan and I about the video games gig. He was like 3rd in the world in the first version of Call of Duty World at War in the domination game mode on the global leaderboard. I was 3rd in the world. Made another account and cracked the top 100. I got to like 96 with that account. And then in Tiger Woods 2008, I was 5th in the world in skins play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You definitely know that. I told you that like 20,000 times.
Wow.
But yeah, that League of Legends was a diamond player, and those are like the 3 games I probably hold the most accolades, I guess you could say, in. But yeah. And then I played MMORPGs too, like EverQuest and older games like that, and was in some top clans, but that was neither here or there. Would any blah blah blah? I would. So back to your actual original question, Hayden. I would definitely be into tuning into your live stream. So, everybody in here is now talking about basketball.
I know.
This is hilarious. I'm 26 and hope you guys aren't interested in basketball. If you guys have any fishing questions, feel free to chime in.
Yeah.
I understand. We got a little off topic, but that's fine. Whatever we want to talk about tonight.
Right.
We're getting toward the last 30 minutes of things anyway. So, but yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about, if you guys want to chime in with a fishing question, cool. Otherwise, if you guys want to keep talking basketball, I'm fine with that too. Video games, whatever. Does anybody, here's a good fishing question. Does anybody know, besides Antero, anybody know of anywhere else that's pretty much ready to ice fish or is ready to ice fish right now? Because like I said, I have the next 10 days off after tomorrow, and I am willing to drive to go do some ice fishing. And like I said as well, we're going to be probably hitting Antero midweek next week. So if there's somewhere nearby that in the South Park area, more than willing to do some driving. Does anybody know how Georgetown looks? Georgetown Lake? Any of that type of stuff? I'm assuming up in the Idaho Springs area, there's some good stuff to hike to, but I don't think we're going to want to do that. Maybe we will. I don't know. You guys tell us if you guys know of anything.
Right.
So far, it doesn't seem like anybody knows anything. I think I'll start doing a live stream like this in the future, Hayden says. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, schedule ahead of time. Let us know, and I'll definitely try to stop in and say what's up. Me and Sam will definitely be there.
6'3".
Not too tall, but 6'3".
That's pretty nice. Decent.
Yeah, well, for basketball, it's not that
Yeah.
tall. For basketball, it's like a point guard
Sure.
or shooting guard if you're an undersized shooting guard. But Josh is like me in basketball. He's crazy good. He's the best infielder in the program. Well, that's awesome. And yeah, I mean, if you got the heart, I mean, if you're undersized, doesn't matter a lot of times. And then if you got good ball handling, I mean, transitioning you to a wing and guard would be pretty easy. I heard Georgetown is capped. Okay. I know a few lakes that are completely frozen 6+ inches.
Right.
How's the accessibility to those looking? Was at Georgetown's this weekend, almost frozen, but not quite. Okay. Change the topic, fishing. I wonder if you have ever fell through the ice. I've never fallen through the ice. Never have fallen through the ice. Thankfully not. And hopefully not ever. And hopefully not tomorrow either. But I got all the equipment, so if we do, then I should be able to get myself out, hopefully. Hardly any open water. It refreezes overnight, but I don't think the ice is safe yet. Yeah, I think that's where a lot of stuff is on the lower elevations for us. Well, not lower, like mid elevations, like the 8K stuff in our area, the 9K stuff. Hoping that the 10K stuff is good tomorrow. We'll see. Good to know, Google Man. The Mesa is ready. Kellen has already fished up there. They have about 4 inches on some lakes. Good luck finding ice, though. Do you mean good luck finding ice, though? Because it says if you got 4 inches, that seems like, I don't know. South Park was almost there. I was there 4 days ago. Do you want to go to a river while you're down here near Antero Res? The South Platte is near the Dream Stream is near. Yeah, that I would be down with that. When we get something like that going, we'll have to like really coordinate that out. So we're not wasting time driving or getting to places.
Right.
They're all a hike away. Well, shoot, we'll have to figure out something for next year for something like that then. So we got to get Remy back into things. But if we can get something going for next weekend, we should probably try to do something like that. I think we'll have to check in with you guys again or be on one of the forums that we're on or something after my ice check tomorrow. That's really going to determine a lot of stuff. But we'll see. But yeah, it's looking like hiking or hopefully Antero. I wonder does anybody have any knowledge of how like Twin Lakes or any of that type of stuff is looking? If Antero is getting some ice, I'm wondering if that stuff that's higher elevation that's nearby is doing any better.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind trying to get out there, maybe even just getting out there on the belly boat and fishing some half frozen lake stuff. Vertical jigging.
You got your new waders now too.
Antero is shallow. So yeah, I've never been to Antero. That's good to know, though. I didn't know it was shallow.
Huh.
Antero is one of those ones we want to get off the list and want to really bad. Terriel is definitely capped. That's another place I want to fish.
Twin Lakes time.
Yeah, Twin Lakes probably still does need a little bit of time. Shoot. God, this sucks. Maybe we'll be doing a river episode on Saturday.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I just want to ice fish so bad.
I know.
It's killing me. It's killing me.
We'll get there soon.
The max depth is 14 feet at Antero. Oh, that's crazy.
Wow, really? Huh.
I didn't know that. Well, yeah, I guess that's why it freezes. I was asking, I was talking with Coach Tanner today at work, like why we were both trying to figure out why Antero freezes over so fast when it's at 8,900, but that makes perfect sense now. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys can do both Terriel and Antero the same day. Might have to try that out, maybe.
Can you do one in the morning, one in the evening?
Maybe we should plan on. Okay, so let's throw this idea out there for you guys that are still in here. Not this weekend. Pulling up my calendar here. Next weekend. It's after Thanksgiving, the 28th and 29th. Anybody want to plan on meeting up and doing some ice fishing? I'll let that resonate for a second before I talk anymore here. See if anybody's feeling that idea. 28th and 29th, Saturday, Sunday. One of those 2 days. Maybe want to do any ice fishing. Okay, got a couple takers. And I'm not just saying this and maybe like, oh, psych. Basketball, psych out. No, like I'm down. Somewhere with ice. Somewhere with ice for sure is where I want to go. I don't want to do open water. I can do plenty of open water in my area still, at lower elevations especially.
Right.
But yeah, if anybody's free that 20th and 29th and has a good place to go for ice, let's meet up and let's do some ice fishing. Collab or just fishing in general, one of the two, I don't care. Meet up, something. We're starting the fishing with subscribers up early. During the midst of Code Orange COVID outbreak, we're going to start it up again. I don't care. Hunt ready. Got to roll. Take care, everyone. Hey, man, thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can make it to the next one. Really appreciate you being here, though. Thank you so much. Curtis Outdoors is back. I couldn't sleep, so I just came back to the stream. Well, that's awesome, buddy. Hopefully welcome back for sure, and hopefully you don't get in trouble from your parents or something for doing this.
You're not too tired for school tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully you're not too tired for school either, for sure. I got a spot we can hook a lot of kokanees on the ice. Was there yesterday and the day before.
What?
Well, Marquez, you got the leading ticket so far as going fishing with somebody on the 28th and 29th.
Got my vote. I want some kokanees. I haven't gotten a kokanee since we went
to Sweetwater last year.
Yeah, it wasn't even last year, was it? It was
last year.
Okay, but yeah, it's been a while, and that was in spring. So I want some kokanees for sure. Okay, Marquez, let me ask you one thing. How hard is the drive to get up to where we're going to be going? You don't need to tell me where we're going, but how bad is the drive? Do I need to have like a good vehicle or something?
Because I'm down to do this. I'm down to do this. I heard Jerry Creek is starting to freeze up. Yeah, but you can't ice fish there. Marquez, is that a response to Aaron from Opportunity, or is that a response to my question about needing a serious off-road vehicle to get to where we're going? Easy drive, no hike. Awesome, buddy. Well, nice. You're going to have to send me a message, and if you're down to do it, we're down to drive to you, buddy. And if it's somewhere that's in an area, I won't blow up your spot, obviously, but if it's an area that we can go somewhere else the next day, or I might try to fish with one of you other guys the next day. I don't know where we're going. But yeah, send me a message in private and we'll figure this stuff out, man. I'd love to do it.
That's exciting.
And if it's a secret spot, then we'll keep it under, we'll keep it under wraps. And if it's somewhere you don't mind or you want more people to come, I mean, it's 100% up to you. It's your spot. So, do crankbaits work good for bluegill? Yes, you can use crankbaits. Remy actually uses them for crappie too, but you got to use the real small ones. It's almost like they're ice fishing ones. But they definitely work. They definitely work. We could go to 11 Mile Canyon fish 1 week. You're down here. Yeah, I plan on doing 11 Mile Canyon. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've seen some videos on it.
I have too. Yeah.
Heard a lot of people talking, seen the pictures. It's definitely something I want to do. Salmon are spawning right now, so they're a bit red, but still fun to catch. Hey, it doesn't matter. We haven't caught any deformed salmons with a hook jaw for their spawning yet. So
no, that would
we
be
missed
fun.
the run this year, and last year I had my back surgery, so we couldn't do any of that either. But yeah, we're 100% down.
Yeah.
So just message me, man, and we'll get that going.
Yeah.
Fishing Junkie, I know you said yeah, but we'll definitely get something going before this year is over. It's going to happen. We're just going to start this up. We're just going to start up the fishing with subs again. It's going to happen. It's going to be sweet. So when we do this fishing with subs, guys, we're planning on doing this at least once a month. For people that live closer near me, obviously it's going to be a lot easier. But when we take these trips out to these places, some of these more popular places, we're definitely going to let you guys know ahead of time so we can meet some of you guys out there and maybe bring a fleet of belly boats, something like that, some pontoon, something. We can get it planned out if you're down. Josh, definitely, we will definitely get that planned out. Well, I'm just so itching. I'm just fiending out. I'm fiending out to get on that ice. So I'm making an exception right now. I went out steelhead fishing last week for 5 hours straight, and I caught none. I only had one bobber down, but none were landed.
Ouch.
Oh, it's tough, buddy. It's the grind, though. It's the fishing grind.
Mm-hmm.
I've had crappie slam on HD trout, never a gill, though. Yeah, I've caught some crappie on the HD trouts, too. That's actually pretty funny. It's always makes me laugh when I do. But yeah, actually, on an HD trout, I never caught a gill either. But on a little lipless crankbaits, Remy has caught them on them before. He loves them for that. But lately, I mean, when we're doing bluegill fishing, we're usually breaking out the super small finesse net rigs because that just kills them. And Aaron, those flies you tied me are actually killer too for him. I love that. Drake Dagger, I broke my hand, so I haven't been out for a while. Oh, it's tough. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. It definitely would be tough to fish with a broken hand.
Yeah, it stinks.
Marquez, also, what area are we going to the front range? Where would we be meeting you? I'd love to take you guys to the river spot I know about as a secret spot, 23 to 24-inch rainbow and cutbow, browns and giant cutthroat. Very rare for a cutthroat, though. Hey, man, when we do that collab, whenever we start that off, we'll have to do that. I completely earlier in the stream, I was like, yeah, we're not going to do any of that stuff right now. And now I'm just like, yeah, we're going to go do collabs. I don't care anymore. My mind just completely changed within 1 hour.
Yeah, it did.
But it's all right. I mean, I guess if you guys are down, I'm down. Yeah, just like a collaboration video, except the only thing difference when we get this fleet of belly boats out is that's going to be different from the collab is we're going to be slamming all kinds of fish.
Oh, yeah.
I caught a 4-inch bluegill on a 4-inch jerkbait last year. He was hooked in the mouth, so I guess that he was just hungry. Yeah, that and sometimes those fish just get mad at stuff and bite them. Mm-hmm. Might have been during spawn. Was it maybe during spawn? He maybe went past a bed. Could have just been biting at that too.
Maybe.
I don't know what size they start spawning at either, though. 4-inch seems kind of small, but maybe. Curtis is probably because he was spawning. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, there we go. Yeah, when those bluegills are spawning or right before it, like late pre-spawn, like late pre-spawn. Oh man, they are so aggressive.
Very aggressive.
I love going for them that time. It's so big. It was in the middle of summer, so probably not. I mean, they could have been. That's the thing about bluegill that they differentiate from bass a little bit. Bluegill can spawn more than once a year. I don't know if a lot of people realize that, but bluegill don't just spawn in just once. I mean, they can, but it's not uncommon for a bluegill to spawn a couple times. I learned that. I know a few frozen lakes near you. Where should I contact you? The best place to contact me where I would actually check it most consistently, guys, would probably be on my Instagram messaging or Facebook messaging, on one of those two. And even then, it can take me 2 to 3 days to get to it if I'm busy in real life. That's probably like the only thing I really slack on or that I procrastinate on sometimes, is getting to those messages. But I try to get to them at least every 1 to 2, latest 3 days. Can you come to us? Yes, that weekend, that 28th, 29th weekend, I'm planning on, if we have to travel, we'll travel to get to, but it has to be ice. I don't want to drive 3.5, 4 or 5 hours to fish open water. I definitely want to do some ice. Yeah, the no fish part about the collaboration was kind of bad. Yeah, that was a tough one, but we'll do something else again, and it might just be me and Sam, so it's less crowded. Fishing with you and Ethan, so it's less of us maybe on the river doing something like that. Or if you guys are down, do some ice fishing too.
Yeah.
Is that why there are so freaking many of them? Haha. Yeah, probably. I mean, I think bluegill are in every pond in every state across the nation. I swear to God. They're like the rats of the water. All right, I got to go. Have a good night. Hey, take it easy, Drake. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Guys, it's 1 hour and 46 minutes. We got about 14 minutes left, okay?
Are we going to go?
Oh yeah, that's because we started it over.
Yeah,
we actually only have about 6 minutes left. It's 8:54.
Yeah.
I was looking at the time of the stream that we've been running. I forgot that screw up that I had in the beginning.
Yeah. Whoops.
So I follow you guys on Instagram. I'll message you guys there. Awesome. Really, really appreciate it, Marquez. So Marquez did say it first. So if we wind up getting some plans going with him, we'll go with him. And then Cole, will do something with you in one of these next upcoming weekends before the basketball season starts. Because I know once basketball season starts, it's going to be hard for you or me to get away to do a lot of fishing. So where are y'all from? I have a place with MA cutthroats to the ice. Awesome. We have that's like one of the only things that we can probably get consistently as far as huge species goes is browns and cutties as far as what we know about on the Mesa. We know about a lot of spots to get stuff, but it's like a consistent bite for big fish. That's like the only 2 species we know of up there. Mm-hmm. Where are y'all from? Marquez Fishing. We are from the Western Slope. We are in the Rifle and Glenwood Springs area, but again, we do not mind driving. Mm-hmm. I used to do a lot of driving when I did car tournaments around the nation, so anywhere in the state really isn't too bad of a drive for me. Like red-bellied, huge Colorado cutties. Yeah, Cole, you don't got to sell me, man. I mean, I know you're a big supporter of the channel, and just for that reason alone, I'm down to fish with you. But yeah, Marquez did call it out first with so I'm going to give him the precedence on this one. But Cole, do not fret. We are definitely going to be going fishing. Yeah. Try to get the whole team to go too when we do it. A whole bunch of IG tags popping up. That is cool. Good luck, you guys. Hope you find some safe ice. I hope so too.
Yeah, thank you.
I really want to find some safe ice. I just want to catch something through the ice. Hoping that this weekend, hoping that tomorrow's ice scouting goes out well, and at the very worst, can make an ice safety video. And just I'll be actually more upset if it just winds up being ice safety. I definitely want to get some fish.
Right.
Well, I guess not. I mean, not tomorrow, but just this weekend. Otherwise, we're going to be using HD trouts on the river. Maybe we can do like a walk or something on Saturday. That'll be our plan B.
I'm really down for that.
Do like a Roaring Fork River to Colorado River walk or something.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah, we'll try something like that out maybe. But yeah, guys. So again, we only got a few more minutes left. So if we got any more questions that you guys want to get out or anything else you guys want to ask us, I guess that's the same freaking thing. I guess I'm getting a little tired, long day. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to ask us, get that out now. We're going to be shutting it down here in the next 5. It may be 70 degrees and sunny here in Michigan, but next week it will drop down into the 30s. Awesome, man. Well, again, I know that a lot of people had struggles finding hard ice in a lot of places around the nation last year. So hopefully that you guys don't have the same situation again as you did last year. Opportunity. I just want to stand on the ice and hear the noise when it makes when it expands. Oh man, that's always a scary thing. I remember when,
nervous.
Yeah, that can make you nervous. Especially when you hear it vibrate. I mean, when you feel it vibrate under you too. Oh, it can be a crazy feeling. Good luck, Sam, on a tiger. I'm going to go, and tight lines. I'm still hoping to get an MA fish, hoping to get an MA on the ice. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm hoping to get an MA through the ice too. I've never caught an MA fish through the ice. That'd be really awesome. Mm-hmm. I'll message you on Insta on potential plans in the week or next upcoming ones. Most definitely, Cole.
Sounds good.
Most definitely. I have only ice fished once. Well, Hayden, I definitely can take you out. We can do some ice fishing together. Harvey, I can guarantee you we will catch fish if we're targeting perch.
Yes.
Or trout. They're active as heck in there. The first time I heard of that, I thought that it was cracking. I think a lot of people, the first time they're on the ice and they hear those ice noises, they think they're about to go through. I think that's just natural.
We were getting into it, like beginning into ice fishing, and we were trying to like kind of test it out and walk out there, and we heard it do that, and it definitely
we were a little
scared
nervous.
Us.
We're just like,
we're not sure.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Yeah, and we didn't have like a rod or anything to kind of test out the ice.
Yeah, we didn't have a chisel then. That was,
so
we just had our picks and everything else but that. So we had rope and stuff and other, but
yeah,
I didn't have the pick, so we like barely got out there, and we're just like, don't feel comfortable.
We chickened out.
It's scary, but it's so cool. I have to agree. Now that we're a lot more used to it, it's definitely.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take some people out ice fishing for the first time and just see the fear.
Right.
See the fear of it. All right, you guys have a good night. I'm out. Fishing Junkie, appreciate it, man. Message me, man, so we'll get something going for a collab. I caught a 5-pound bass at the ice 3 years ago. That's sick. Wow. I'd love to do that.
Huge.
Well, guys, it's about 9 o'clock. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Again, we'll get another live stream going next month. I will probably cast a vote to see if you guys want to do it pre-Christmas break or during Christmas break. We'll see, though. But message me for you guys that want to get some plans in on fishing on the social medias. And until next time, guys, Team C.O.F.F. signing out.
Bye, guys. Thank you.